I am Greg Kane.
I'm Tina Kane.
And we are called to bless.
Well, Greg and I first met when I was a senior in high school, and we looked a lot different back then. Greg had long blonde hair, and he used to blow dry. He actually blow dried his hair. And he had a long red beard. And I was with my friends, and he was with his friends. And we went to an Ohio County football game. And, of course, I noticed him right away, and evidently he noticed me right away. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said, in pottery. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's cute and he's an artist. Oh my gosh, I mean, I thought I'd hit the jackpot, you know? And later on, as we got to know each other a little bit more, he told me that they made commodes, not art pottery. So anyway, I still liked him after that. It didn't matter at that point. So.
We were married July 26, 1980.
We waited 5 years before we had Megan, and then we waited 10 years before we had Cora, so we spread them way out.
I got saved at 20, and at 21 I surrendered to preach. We had heard about this Experiencing God, and I went to the Experiencing God seminar on M9. They were talking about a truck stop ministry, about starting a truck stop ministry, and I knew a lot of truck drivers and heard a lot about it, and I told them I might be interested, and that was the worst thing I could have ever done, because they just grabbed a hold of me and asked me to be a part of the truck stop ministry. I worked in Rockport. I worked in a factory there for 26 years, and actually I kept Bibles at my workstations, and a young man that worked for me started reading one on his own. He'd never read the Bible. He read all the way through Matthew, and he was asking me questions, and he actually was reading the Bible and not telling his wife, afraid she'd be mad, and all at the same time. This is how God connected us. All at the same time she was reading it and wasn't telling him, afraid he'd be mad. And both of them accepted Christ on their own through reading the Bible, and that's how we got the church started. They wanted to be in a Bible study with, and us teach them what the Bible is all about, and we started a Bible study with them and a couple that they knew. I was preaching at the truck stop, and I was preaching at the Gospel Mission, and we actually had a pulpit with songbooks, and we would load this up, and we would take it to the Gospel Mission and have all the songbooks and everything there in the pulpit there. We'd take it back to the truck stop and use it there. We left us probably running around 80 or so when we left, and we just felt like, it was just like an overwhelming thing. If we don't leave now, it'll be my church instead of God's church. It's a great blessing to be in a new church plant again. All these new Christians, to watch them, I've already been able to watch them mature and grow and take responsibility, and it's so exciting to me to see all these people saved in a year's time, and to get to work with people that have never done this before, and get to know all these new people. I just love it. It's turned my life around as far as wanting to be back in the ministry, And
I think we have a real grasp on working in our community, showing the love of Christ right here where we are. Like when we gave away the hamburgers, that was so much fun, and everybody get to fellowship together and love the community, and people were so surprised when they would come up and they'd try to give you a donation, and and Kenny would say, no, we're just loving on our community, we're not, it's not about the money today, we're just loving our community. And you see people maturing as we go. People are stepping up to do children's ministry, whole teams of us. It's not like pulling teeth to get people to come and do the work that needs to be done. They're willing to do it, and that's because it's new and it's exciting, and we love each other, and I see people growing in that, how we're getting to know each other in our small groups. And
also allow your kids to love each other. This is if I had one other thing to say, it's great for my daughter, for Cora, to be able to be in the praise band and have an opportunity as a young adult to worship God at her church, not our church, and worship at her church.
I'm Tina Kane.
I'm Greg Kane.
And we're called to bless.
And so are you.